Some of you might think the prices are going down because people are lowering their prices, but as a baseline median price point, it's definitely not going to go down in my opinion, especially here in Rapid City. Hey guys, welcome back to Rapid City Real Estate News. If you don't know me already, I'm Christian Morrison. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Rapid City, Black Hills area, and I do this video every Tuesday morning just to keep everybody up to date on what's happening in the real estate market here locally. So if you have any questions, concerns, think about buying or selling or investing in the area, feel free to reach out to me, call me, text me, email me, whatever you prefer. All my info is below this video you're watching, wherever you're watching it. Now, without further ado, let's get into this week's numbers and then a little bit about what's going on, because the market has fully shifted now in most price points in most areas, and that includes around the nation, not just here in Rapid City. But a couple of key numbers here for you. 49 houses hit the market last week. Sorry, when I'm looking down, I'm looking at my computer screen with my numbers on it. So 49 houses hit the market last week, median price of $340. 49 is a good number. It's kind of pretty much average of what it's been, but only 11 of those houses sold, which is amazing. Before it's been like 50 or 60 or 70% of the houses that go on the market sell right away, meaning they're under contract, have an accepted offer. But we only had 11 out of 49, which gives us a net of 38 houses, which is amazing. 43 houses actually closed for about $10,000 over asking on average. So we're still seeing the last few months of house sales start to close now, because it takes about 45 to 50 days to close a house from beginning to end. But here's a beautiful number: 118 active houses on the market, median price around $390 on those. But having 118 houses available is amazing, guys. I can remember a time not so long ago where we had like 20. So 120 or 118, whatever, close enough, is amazing. Average days on the market is 10 days. Interest rates are still sitting about 5.46% right now. Now, who cares about all those numbers, right? Some people don't care about the numbers. I do, because they tell a story and tell you what's going on. But I'll tell you, just from my own listing some houses, helping some buyers get into houses over the last week or two, definitely has slowed down to where, I've talked about this before in some of the previous videos, but to where we're not getting multiple offers on houses. You still are in certain price points in certain neighborhoods, but most stuff you're not getting multiple offers on now. And then also, you're seeing houses sit on the market for a little bit. So average days on the market's gone up about 3 days in the last week. So houses are sitting there for a little bit. A lot of that has to do with, obviously, people buying houses have slowed down quite a bit, mainly because of interest rates, or partially because of pricing too. Another reason those houses are sitting on the market, in my opinion anyways, is a lot of them are overpriced. So they're thinking, we're going to get crazy bidding wars like everybody did 4 or 5 months ago, like everybody's been talking about. And that's not really the case anymore. Really the case is, if you price it right, it's still going to sell right away for sure. If it's in a nice neighborhood, priced right, everything lines up, you're still going to sell it right away. But you're probably not going to get $20,000, $30,000 over asking like would have been normal in the past few months. And a few months to a year, right? So with all that being said, I think this market's probably going to continue this way for a while. Interest rates are still supposed to go up a little bit. Right now they're about 5.5%, like I said, 5.46%. So that's definitely causing some people to slow down on it. And I think if that continues, the market's going to continue where it's at. A lot of people are speculating that the real estate market in the nation as a whole is going to crash dramatically. If you want my 2 cents on that, I don't think that's going to happen. I could be wrong, of course. Always possible, I guess. But from everything I've been reading, watching, and listening to, I don't think that's going to happen for a couple of different reasons. One of them being, if you look at the last 100 years, there's really only been one real estate market crash, and that was in 2008, and everybody's so familiar with that they think it's going to crash again. But other than that, it really hasn't ever happened in the last 100 years anyways. So I think what's going to happen personally is it's going to continue to slowly increase for the rest of the year pricing. I don't think you're going to see these crazy bidding wars again unless something else crazy happens. Interest rates go down to 1% or something, which probably isn't going to happen either. But I think it's going to continue at its current path. I don't think prices are going to go down. Some of you might think the prices are going down because people are lowering their prices, But as a baseline median price point, it's definitely not going to go down, in my opinion, especially here in Rapid City. And the most of the nation, I don't think, will either. And I think it will continue to go up slowly, and we'll kind of go back to a normal market cycle of 3.5% to 7%, let's say, of appreciation for the year. I just don't see the house pricing going down because I don't see a reason for it. I don't see how this could happen. Everybody that's in houses right now can't afford them based on their current income unless half the population loses their job or something. I was actually reading something the other day that said they think the market will go down 20 to 40% in the next 24 months. And they gave no reasoning, just that they thought that would happen. So is it possible? I guess. But the only way I see it possible is, like I said, if people lose their income. Because what happened in 2008, from research I've done and what everybody talks about, is people were getting mortgages they couldn't afford, right? So if you're getting mortgages you can't afford, then of course you're not going to be able to afford it after a while. But that's not the case right now. People are getting into mortgages they can't afford because lending is so tight and strenuous, and they have all these guidelines that they did not have back then. They make it very hard to get a house. If you've been dealt with getting a loan or dealing with getting a loan, you know how tough it is to get a loan right now. You know how much they go in detail on everything you have, you know, how much money you have at the bank, credit scores, job history, income, all that stuff's really tight. It's really tough. And if you own a business, even harder. So I really don't think that's going to be the case. You know, again, it could be wrong. There could be some catastrophic event that changes it. But as I see it right now, I think we're going to continue at a slow growth rate for the rest of the year and continuing on for a little bit. I don't see any reason that we would have a negative housing prices coming into Rapid City here. So with all that being said, I think most of you that have been waiting on the fence, I think it's going to be much easier for you to have some breathing room to buy a house now. And if you've been thinking, we're going to time this out perfectly to sell at the top of the market, probably just missed your window. But you're still going to get a really good price for your house, better than you would have any time in the past. But it will be easier if you're going to sell and buy something right now for sure. So if you got any questions about that kind of stuff, you want to sell your house, buy something, happy to help in any way I can. Like I said, reach out to me, call me, text me, email me, whatever is best for you. And I'm happy to help in any way I can. Thanks so much for watching this one, guys. We will see you next Tuesday. See ya.